Okay, I'm coming into Colonial Park where I learned to play golf. So there it is. There's the hole number 1, green. Here's Marty Schaefer's house. And here's Jack Winton's house. And right around the corner is where our house was, or still is. There's our house. Right there is where we live. You got it. Okay, now we're going by the junior high on 21st Street. This is now a fire station. That was the women's club. That's where I learned how to dance. Behind that is the junior high ball field that used to be underwater at one point. Now this is Main and 21st Street. This was a dirt road when I went to school here. And over there is Jack Winton Realty. When I came back to town, that's where I worked. And here's the lake that has a tendency when it rains to overflow. At least it did. And then right up here is the high school. And here's Clovis High School, home of the Wildcats. And my class was the first class to go all 3 years. We had 3 years in high school back then. And there was only a couple of buildings here when I was here. And then here on 18th Street, across the street from the high school, is where we lived. And so in that little house, the second one there, doesn't even have a yard anymore, but that's where we lived. And that garage was converted by me and my dad into a bedroom for me. Pretty lousy looking neighborhood nowadays. Wow, this is something. Come back here where I grew up, and there's the high school across the street and the football stadium. Look at our old house. Ooh-wee. Okay, that building there used to be the hospital, and that's where I had my tumor taken out. Whoa. I went to grade school, La Casita grade school. Now I'm headed down to Grand Street where the Secali candy shop used to be, where Daddy came in 1949. There's the old Secali house. That's the old Secali house, and next to it was the candy shop. And I don't see it there. I think that's where it was. And then we lived behind the candy shop in a little bitty house. And I think it's where this garage is now. It's where our house used to be. And then our neighbors lived across the way. That's where Troy used to live. And then this was a candy wholesaler down here. Holy mackerel, yeah. Can't remember the name. That's where in 1949 and 50, that's where I lived. And I used to walk to school right here. Okay, there's the old La Casita school. When we moved here, I was in the 5th grade. 5th and 6th grade. That used to be the softball park. Now I'm going west on 7th Street toward the candy shop. That Marx was here back then. Wow. Okay, there's Norman Petty Studios. That's where the Fireballs and all got their records recorded. Okay, I'm getting back to town now. I'm on 7th Street, approaching Main Street. And this is where we used to drag Main all the time. That's where the old high school was, across the street over there, prior to moving out on 21st Street. And so here's the brick road where we used to drag Main every Saturday night. And we had 2 theaters, the State Theater on the right and the Lyceum Theater on the left. I can't believe these old bricks are still here. And then there's the old